Sheri here. And I just wanted to come on and say thanks so much for showing up today. I know this one is a little bit of a longer little episode. However, let me just say it is legit worth it. The revelation that came about at the very beginning was just like too legit that I had to just keep sharing it with you. It was absolutely amazing. And so so we have a revelation in the first half. And then, of course, you already know, once they start twirling, the truth serum comes out. However, today we did also include an epic Topo Chico recipe because I'm still in the camp of everything that you want to consume, that you want to eat, all that good stuff. Hey, listen, it's how your body reacts to it. It is not a good, a bad, or ugly. It is what it is. And the way you experience it is the real key to what works for you and makes you feel like a freaking gangster. Epic little amazing dose of awesomeness. Now, let's hit it.
What I was thinking, I forgot to say, let's go put day 247 in the books. Un, deux, trois, let's go. And okay, as I'm hopping on Pop over there, let me put some Juicy on. And today I'm so excited. It being TGIF, we are breaking out something that is absolutely epic. And that is Topo Chico. Yes. Even all you little carnivore purists out there that think coffee and decaf and tea and all that is like for the crazy train, right here. If you don't realize by now that there is a reason why you love your sparkling water so much, I have a couple theories. Now, remember, I am for your entertainment purposes only. However, I will say this much right now, that I absolutely start thinking about things and it just can get out of control. So today we are here to talk about Topo Chico and my thoughts about it. And here we go. Now, we're not limiting it to just Topo Chico. There are plenty others. There's San Pellegrino. There's like this Glacier one. You can get LaCroix. You can get any of these good things, right? And we're touted that they are amazing water, that they're absolutely perfect. And because us humans don't eat any processed foods, which I have a feeling that Topo Chico might be processed. This is one of my theories. I'm just thinking that maybe, unless the Topo Chico people have like a natural source that they can share with like the world, but maybe it's just a proprietary blend. I have no clue. All I know is I think that my little brain, my little monkey brain, thinks that the Topo Chico just might be processed to make it a little bit fizzy. Just think. Okay, that's number one. So here's the thing. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. My boot is untied. Do you see that? Now, normally, since I'm upside down and I really don't need to use it, I would be one to just keep going. However, I have to practice what I preach and practice safe shoes. Dang, look at how much it came off. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to just take these off now because we're in the middle of something. So I was thinking though, Topo Chico or any of the fizzy waters, when you drink these waters, now it doesn't matter if you want it plain or if you decide to take like the Better Stevia has like an English toffee stevia drop that you can pour into these bottles, pop them in the freezer for like an hour, and you'll have an epic slushie. Now, I do realize that these are plastic, but there are glass bottles as well. But this is what they delivered me from Costco, so I'm going to drink them. But yeah, here's the thing. When you drink the carbonated water and it goes down your throat and it starts going down and you can feel it right here. Sometimes some people get heartburn from it. It just depends. However, if you look at some of the vagal nerve exercises, the ones that will help calm and relax and just do things to make you feel better, one of the things they say to do is hum. And what you're doing is you're changing all of these little vibrations inside you. And something that is pretty powerful in my own experience, I don't know about you, let me know what you think about it. When you drink the Topo Chico, here's the thing. This is where I think Willy Wonka clocked it, okay? Willy Wonka freaking clocked it with the everlasting fizzy, because here's the tea, all right? If drinking it down didn't make you feel really good, I'll tell you what, the moment that you burp and you get that gas bubbles out and you start burping from the Topo Chico, because we know if you're a carnivore, you definitely don't burp and you don't toot. No, you don't, because carnivores claim they have no gas. So this is self-induced gas, so you can like enjoy it again. Because I mean, who didn't think that was so much fun? Like when people would be like, oh my gosh, light a match and all that thing. I know, I'm sorry that some of you might think that's nasty or dirty, but I mean, sometimes, come on. It's like watching like old men playing cribbage with whiskey and a leather-bound like little library in their house, and they got their cigars wearing their little tuxedos, you know, yeah. So, yeah, Willy Wonka clocked it here, because here's the thing. After you get your little boost for your vagal nerve by stimulating it with the fizzy water and burping, you take care of a few things there. Number one, you get some water in you. It is liquid. It is. And some of them do have a little bit of sodium. And depending on how sensitive your taste buds are, you can taste it. Now, I can tell the difference between waters when I taste them for the most part, because I am like a freak when it comes to water and ice and all that kind of thing, if you haven't seen by now. I love playing with the elements and all that kind of thing. However, what was fascinating to me though is really how it can really change your brain state and your mind by drinking these carbonated beverages. Now, and I wonder, I think about this to myself, is that what we're correlating that makes us feel good? We have a sweet taste, and it actually physically makes you feel better when you drink a Diet Coke, because you're getting some of that up there. And I'm talking about, think about before everybody really got into the sparkling water. Nobody was really getting on anybody about drinking the diet things or any of that kind of stuff. And let me just tell you straight up, I will say that I think the plants are trying to kill you thing is hogwash, but I do believe that there's something to the carbonated water. Because what's really funny is there are a lot of people that will claim, oh, sugar is so bad for you. It addicts you to everything. And I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm not saying that. However, I will say that we can be maybe not addicted, but have this little ritual in our daily routine, which our brain loves those freaking patterns. They love it. I mean, our brains love patterns. Our brains love the routine. I mentioned just the other day to one of my girlfriends, Terry Least. She's talking about all these vegetables and sauces and all this thing that I'd never seen her talk about before or do before, because I started following her about a year and a half ago, somewhere around there. And I don't know what she did before her journey that she's on right now. I just know where she's at this moment and where I had seen her experience, if that makes sense. And that's kind of where I kind of think about things too. Yeah, I really do believe that I have the theory that the Topo Chico does do something to help stimulate that vagal nerve and really does help you feel better. Now, others may have the opposite. We all may have the opposite, because that's the whole kit and caboodle here. It's one of those things where if what you're doing right now, it doesn't matter. And I'm not talking about just dieting, because I don't just talk about food all the time like that. And you know what is so funny about that? I realized I said I didn't want this to be a long video. So I will stop now. And thank you for hanging out with me. What do you think about the water thing? Have you tried it before? Because I do know also that if you're having any kind of anxiety or feel overwhelmed or any kind of like mental thing or little, depending on where you get it from, I have seen this and I've actually tried it myself, and I wonder if it's part of the way that I help with my vagal nerve stimulation with my snow cones and with, I was just gonna say, the Sour Patch. The warheads and the sour, if you feel like you have some anxiety and you put some of that on your tongue, try it out and let me know if it works for you when it comes to lowering the anxiety or even eradicating it. I have no clue. I do know though that I freaking love my kombucha, and that is quite sour, and I wonder if that just gives me a little bit more stimulation. And I like to be stimulated, who knows. Anyways, thanks so much for hanging out with me. You are a rock star, superstar, angel in my heart. And I will see you mañana.
So pretty. It is absolutely gorgeous out here tonight. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. And having a little kiki. I always love hanging out with you. You are absolutely epic. Happy TGIF. Now it's time for you to go count your sheep, get some beauty sleep, and wake up in the morning and make more memories. Mwah. Thank you for your amazing grace.